Hi everyone, so I wanted to give the vlog on coconut oil that I promised. So that I can get everything in, I'm going to try to kind of speed through some of this. Okay, so first of all, general facts about coconut oil. Coconut oil is extracted from the meat of matured coconuts. It's very stable and great for cooking. The smoke point is 360 degrees. That means you can fry with it because that's pretty high, so you can do whatever you want to as far as cooking with it. The melting point is at 76. So real quick, I'll show you again. This is what it looks like. It's a solid until you melt it to 76 degrees. Alright, well, let me go ahead. Okay, so basically it has medium chain triglycerides. We're going to call those MCTs. And that's a good fat. It constitutes less than half of the total fat content. Okay, so it's excellent for skin and moisturizing. And one cool thing that I heard, and I'm thinking about trying it when I get to phase 3 because I tend to lose some hair in phase 3, and I think a lot of people do. When I'm brushing out my hair, it's all tangled, and that's when I lose the most of it. That's when I notice. This says if you put it on your hair 14 hours before you shampoo and condition it, that it actually will restore the protein in your hair. So I'm going to try that. Okay, so let me say this. Saturated fats are not created equally. Let me explain that to you. There's negativity against all saturated fats. They've kind of just put that out there. The government, FDA, everyone has put negativity towards saturated fats. But the thing is, they're not created equally because palm and tropical oils are actually good for you because they contain good fat, the medium chain triglycerides. So they're actually the most healthy oils. Extra virgin coconut oil is the healthiest oil that's out there. So, when the negativity came out against saturated oil, most of the manufacturing companies abandoned it, and they started using oils from our crops here in the U.S. And I won't get all political, but I have a feeling that has something to do with some political issues and wanting to use and keep money in the United States instead of getting it from other countries and giving, you know how that works. So, basically, the benefits from the coconut oil can be contributed to the lauric acid. And the body converts lauric acid into monolaurin, and this helps in dealing with viruses and bacteria causing diseases. Okay, so it does, don't panic when you hear this, but it does constitute 90%. It's consisted of 90% of saturated fat. However, because of those chains, the MCT chains, they're assimilated easily. So, lauric acid contributes to this by making up 40% of the 90% of the fat that's in it. So, the medium chains help in weight loss by increasing metabolism, helping digestion, healthy functions of your thyroid and enzymes. It removes stress from your pancreas, which burns out more energy and helps you reduce weight. So that's how that works. So to summarize, it's lower in calorie than any other oils. It is the healthiest of all of the oils, especially if you get the extra virgin coconut oil. And it is most easily converted into energy and not to fat accumulation. So again, biggest thing, converts fat energy to energy rather than to stored fat. And also, it jumpstarts ketosis. And those of you who have done the Atkins diet, I'm sure you know about ketosis. And what that does, you can test your ketones on this right here. When I use the coconut oil, I get on this end of the ketones. That means there's a large amount of ketones in my urine. And because I know that I'm keeping myself hydrated, that doesn't concern me. And it's really, I know that I'm burning fat at a high rate when I see that. And that's when I really look for the inches to come off. Maybe I won't see as much pound loss as I thought or hoped, but I know that the inches are coming off. And sometimes you see a lot of pound loss, you know, with the coconut oil because you're in ketosis. Okay, one other thing about ketosis is I think that's another reason that we're not hungry on this diet. Initially, I'm sure it is the HCG, but once we get to a certain point, our body's in ketosis, we're really not hungry anymore. Also, I've heard of some people say that they stay cold when they're in ketosis. I am one of those people. I am always cold. In fact, I had company tonight, and they were like, "Why is it so hot in here?" And I'm like, "Oh God, because I'm in ketosis, you know." So anyway, just wanted to say that. Let me just go over some of the benefits again for coconut oil. Hair and skin care, stress relief, maintenance of cholesterol, weight loss, increased immunity, digestion, metabolism, relief from kidney problems, heart disease, and not curing, but stopping high blood pressure, diabetes, HIV, I thought that was interesting, cancer, dental care, and bone strength. And all the research that I found, and I actually have lived in the Caribbean. I lived there for 2 years, and I didn't see people walking around sick like that all the time. It is true. They don't get sick like that over there. And they use a lot of coconut oil, a lot of coconut milk, rice, everything is cooked with coconut oil. They're all about that. It's heavy in their cuisine. So, that is basically it on the coconut oil. It's recommended that you take 2 tablespoons a day. If you're going to take 2 tablespoons, if you're not going to cook with it or not going to do the chocolate delight, if you don't know what the chocolate delight is, there's tons of YouTube videos about chocolate delight. I'm not going to go into that because the people that have done it well, and they've explained it well, and they've shown it, and they've demonstrated it, so it just doesn't need to be done again. I've done well doing the chocolate delight. Coconut oil right here, I like to use this one because it makes it taste good. One thing I want to say about this one right here is it smells and tastes like coconut. Once you heat it up to a certain point, you lose the advantages of it being the organic. So I wouldn't cook as far as like saute or anything like that with that unless you want it to have like a little bit of a nutty flavor. I've noticed that works. But this is the one I saute and cook with and that kind of thing. I have made just recently, I made the chocolate delight out of this one to see. And it's good too, it just doesn't have the coconut flavor, and I enjoy the coconut. So basically, on HCG, I use the coconut oil to jumpstart fat burning and converting it into energy. And I do have more energy when I use the coconut oil. For sure, I have more energy when I use the coconut oil. So that's basically it. I hope that I covered enough of the basic information to help the people that were curious about it. So test it out and see if it's for you. You don't have to start using 2 tablespoons. You can use less than that to start with, and then increase into the 2 tablespoons if you want to. So hope all of you enjoyed that.